Buddy, today I will be talking about probably the worst streamer I've ever had the displeasure of ever seeing or basically finding out his existence. Rakai is one of them. Rakai is a 17-year-old streamer on, I think, Twitch, and I think he's gotten on Kick. This kid is basically your average internet troll, but he is basically the one that literally starts everything bad in this entire thing. Basically, he got a girl hospitalized. Like, this wasn't Streamer University, and the girl got hospitalized because she got gel blasted in the face. To be fair, other people were doing it. So yeah, it wasn't entirely Rakai's fault, but it still kind of was. But then he said some pretty inappropriate things about QT Cinderella. QT basically asked what was the coolest thing she ever stole, and then Rakai says something insanely crazy. He says, "What's the coolest dick you ever sucked?" Is kind of crazy. And that is honestly insanity. I mean, people are. The whole reason why Rakai is very hated is because, well, he has literally gotten a bunch of things from Kaisenet, like virality from Kaisenet. Kaisenet was the whole reason this kid was even famous. And then Mr. Beast kind of boosted him a little bit more, which was honestly a mistake. Alright, so basically, Rakai did say some pretty inappropriate things about QT Cinderella. Basically, when QT made a joke about Rakai stealing things, obviously she clarified that it wasn't because Rakai was black. It was to make a joke because of, well, the Walmart incident when he ended up basically not paying for the bouquet of flowers and giving them to a stranger, and then he acted like he paid for them, but in reality he didn't. So that's the context of that whole event. And then this guy got completely mad at that one. And the worst part about this one is that Kaisenet is literally encouraging this. But even he got tired of it because he had to hire a prison doctor. Like, this says a lot about Rakai. He has probably the worst content on the platform as well. He basically, what he decided to do in 2025 was, he did get his license at 16. Honestly, it was a huge mistake for the government to give him a license like that. He was literally texting on he was scrolling on his phone while driving, and then he damn near crashed. Like, this also, like, I'm pretty sure this wasn't the first time this happened, but I think a year later, another streamer by the name of Extra Emily decided to do the same thing. She got banned, I think, which is honestly insane. She basically did driving streams. Driving streams are the dumbest thing you could ever do, because you'll get distracted by the chat and then crash. And yeah, we ain't got time for us to actually deal with your stupidity. Also, Kaisenet's the guy on the right. Kaisenet was the guy that made this kid famous. But also another situation that Rakai is well known for is his more recent one, where he was emoting on Rubius in the Mr. Beast video, where there was 50 streamers fight for the, I think, 500k or a million or something. Unfortunately, El Rubius didn't win. Rakai, fortunately, did not win either. Good thing that Rakai did not win, because if he did, then oh wow, they would tear him to shreds even further. And also, Mr. Beast should have done something with this kid. They should have. He should have definitely like not given him the prize money, like giving him the money there. But at least Rubius did get something, though. The fact that he had the patience to deal with this kid is crazy. And then Rakai decided to say some racist things, like to tell Rubius to go back to Mexico, which is honestly the stupidest thing ever. Because well, this kid probably doesn't even know that Europe is a thing. Because well, if you don't, for those of you who don't know, Rubius is from Spain. Like, Rakai thinks that Mexico's the only Spanish-speaking country. What a stupid idiot. And, if you don't know this, Spain also speaks Spanish. For those of you who are brain dead and don't know that Spain is a country, yeah, you might be wondering, why are you complaining about this? Because this is borderline racism. Rubius did nothing wrong in this situation, but his like, oh my god, the Spanish community is crazy. And basically, Rubius' supporters were attacking Rakai, saying a lot of racist things in Twitter. And then, yeah, basically it was a whole race war on Twitter. And then people were basically fighting on Twitter and trying to pick a side, which I think, why? These two don't even have, like, we have, like, are not even on the same level. We have the right side, a YouTuber that is a respected Spanish YouTuber. And then on the left, we have a immature 17-year-old kid that is literally a clout chaser, that is literally doing all this stupidity. He does not deserve a platform. And the fact that Mr. Beast decided to put him here only because, well, Rakai had like 2 million followers, which... How are you guys watching that garbage? Like, if Rakai somehow sees this video, it's time to pack your bags and leave streaming forever. Also, yeah, he's meant to rage bait audiences. You want to know what other thing he did? He basically, he was with a rapper named DDG. I forgot what the other guy's name was, but they were eating an In-N-Out, and then they saw a homeless guy there, and then Rakai started laughing, and then he acted like the food was really good. Obviously, DDG was suspicious. He was like, Rakai, why are you doing this? Yeah, also, yes, DDG is also a streamer, and he's a rapper. And he's also gotten controversy for the way he treated his editor or something like that. Which is honestly crazy. So, yeah, honestly, like, to be honest, Rakai had it coming for, like, all the racist comments made about him. Because, like, he basically said something racist to Rubius, and he got something in return. A bunch of disgusting comments. Yeah, Rakai basically said this on a stream that he doesn't care about. He clearly doesn't give a damn. Like, also, him and Kaisenet were streaming one day, but then Kaisenet decided to call a prison doctor on Rakai because, well, Rakai's behavior has been out of control. Disgusting kid. Completely just... You want to know what he did? His grades were terrible. Well, I think I'm calling out some of my friends right now, but his grades are horrible. His grades were horrible, and so Kai Cenat tried to get Rakai into some schooling, but Rakai would always skip class, never pay attention, and never do his work. I know that sounds like a lot of kids, but obviously, at least, if I was in that situation, I would at least try to get a decent grade. But also, you want to know who else is encouraging this? Rakai's mom. Rakai's mom. Oh, wow, you were the worst mom ever. Why would you ever parent your kids like this? Like, she raised Rakai. And I'm saying that pretty lightly. Because, well, that is just crazy. Also, here's the difference between a mom and a dad. The mom, she acts a little too nice to the kid. But the dad, he's more blunt and actually says a lot of the flaws about the kids, basically. That's what I've been seeing. If I was the dad of this kid, oh yeah, he'd be put up for adoption. No questions asked. Get him out of you. And the fact that he basically clearly doesn't show that he's responsible for actually trying to make himself a likable person. He honestly wants the attention because this guy doesn't even have enough attention. And also, one time he was in Walmart with Kai Cenat. Basically, they were meeting with a fan. And well, basically, the fan of Kai Cenat said that his dad does streaming, and then Rakai says very rude things about him. But, Kai Cenat did apologize to the fan. And then, by the time that he tried to call Rakai already just left. Like, yeah, there was clearly a lot of things wrong with Rakai. And also, yeah, the poor sportsmanship in that El Rubius thing. Yeah, he's doing the L emote from Fortnite. It's disgusting. The fact that parents aren't even trying to step in with these kids is just the most depressing thing ever. They let social media raise these people. Like, how brain dead is that? Yeah, this is crazy. Kai Cenat is also literally has to be held responsible for this too. Like, in some of the videos that he was in, he was clearly laughing. Kind of supporting Rakai up until Rakai just took it too far and he was like, yeah, this kid is out of control. And then, yeah, also, Rakai always gets himself into fights. He got himself into a fight with some of Kai's friends. I think one of them was named Dez. And, those two ended up fighting each other because, well, Rakai wouldn't shut the hell up. He would make it even harder because, if you don't know, those guys have a smoking problem. Those guys literally had Kai Cenat had a challenge where they would challenge these guys to not smoke for the rest of the subathon. Which is just crazy. Also, yes, Kai Cenat is pretty much the biggest streamer. And he's gotten guests. I think the GTA creator is like one of his guests, but I think he also ended up getting Blueface on there, which was a mistake clearly, because Blueface's girl literally started doing destruction. What I mean by destruction is destroying stuff. Hope you didn't use your imagination the wrong way. But yeah, that's just absolutely disgusting that it's gotten to the point where it's gotten out of hand. Rakai did start his streams off at 12, where he was basically doing the similar things that he's currently doing. Rage baiting people. Yes, back in the Omegle era, R.I.P. Omegle. Yeah, there's honestly no saving anything from these people here. This kid, basically, the comments are just ripping him to shreds. They're saying this. Like, Rakai is basically that one classmate that everyone hates. True words have never been spoken. And Rakai, honestly, like, when I saw Neon in the streamer video that Mr. Beast was doing, I was like, why is Neon here? Neon was the same guy that got popular off of faking his death. It has a girlfriend that literally gets smashed by other dudes. Like, are we for real? Like, that girl is literally not she ain't for you, bro. And then, oh, so yeah, basically there was a decent amount of controversial, like, streamers. There was Pokimane, because, well, Pokimane likes to goon bait her audience by flashing herself. By basically bending over to reveal her butt, basically. That's literally how she does this. She also launched this cookie stuff called Mina cookies. Yeah, those were a failure. It shut down at like the end of 2025. I think they were launching like 2024 or 2023. They were completely ripped to shreds by them. Basically, it was $7 a bag. It was 4 bags, and also they just tasted like the Costco cookies. I've never bought any of them, but they did. So yeah, those were the streamers that were in that video, and Mr. Beast has been like, Mr. Beast's fan base is like, never invite Rakai ever again, because Rakai is also a stupid idiot that doesn't get with the times. He has probably the worst fan base ever. Like, honestly, I don't think he even has any fans. Those people just watch his streams to outright bully him. And honestly, he did this to himself. He low-key deserves it. He is doing this to himself. Like, if this video gets taken down by hate speech YouTube, you are honestly cooked. But this honestly just shouldn't be taken down. Also because you allow worse stuff in your website, YouTube. Okay, and also, yeah. Rakai was, by the way, the girl did get hospitalized because, well, she got violated by those things in the eye, the gel blasters. So yeah, the World Star Hip Hop. Also, if you look up on Google who Rakai is, it says that he's a rapper as well. I don't even want to even know what his music sounds like. It's probably straight trash. Like his personality. And then, yeah, back to the El Rubius thing. I don't think Rubius even said anything about this situation. If he did, then send me the video down in the comments. And yeah, there isn't really much here. Other than a kid that basically is just stuck being the biggest parasite in the entire community. Like, if he messes with the wrong person, well, he's gonna come home with a black eye. Like, I'm not even joking, he's probably gonna come back there, and he's gonna learn the hard way that he's gonna just absolutely get folded. There's an AI video about El Rubius throwing Kaisenet to the ground. Honestly, people are wishing that video was real. I've seen a lot of Spanish comments saying that. Reason, like, I do speak a decent amount of Spanish myself because I'm literally Mexican. Yeah, this is absolutely vile. That Kaisenet and Mr. Beast basically gave this immature and annoying kid a platform. People call him Black Jack Doherty. Honestly, that comparison is way too similar. If you don't know, Jack Doherty is a YouTuber, an influencer that basically, you want to know what he does? He's the manager of OnlyFans girls. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. His mom is basically encouraging all of this. Yeah, obviously these influencers are just having a bunch of parents that just encourage their stupid behavior. Yeah. Also, they're like all those shorts that those OnlyFans girls, they literally have 7-year-olds in those videos, dressed revealed, and then also you want to know what kind of insane things that these girls do. Yes, they promote literal pornography to children. So yeah, that's a little explanation to Jack Doherty and what he's done. But obviously that comparison isn't as similar to Rakai. I mean, he's commented on some pretty insane things. Like, he started going crazy when Piper Raquel was there. Piper Raquel, I think, is like 19 years old now. Yeah, Rakai is... Oh, wow, he is not anything there. And then this also represents the black people horribly. This represents black people terribly. Like, there's already a lot of racist things happening in the black community. And then just for this kid to represent them that way is just disgusting. Like, basically, there was this guy called George Floyd. He died in 2020 because a police officer literally kneeled onto him, depriving him of oxygen. And then there was people doing a protest of Black Lives Matter. And, yeah, that's not exactly what you want. You don't want people to know about your death because of racism. You want people to actually know about your stuff in a great way. You want to actually be representing your race properly. It's disgusting that people are like this. And also, yes, Rakai and Kaisenet are not related. It might seem like that, but no, they aren't. And I hope this kid can learn the hard way that doing all this will guarantee that your fans will just be tired of you and see you as an arrogant child that is, well... Also, you don't have much time left to become a child. You are going to be a legal adult, and then he's going to learn that way, where he has to deal with the consequences of being an 18-year-old. And I'm turning 17 this year. Yeah, this kid's older than me. And yet I'm still more mature than this idiot. Adios, everybody. Ugh, I hate streamers like this.